Hello, welcome to 8.9 News. I'm Costain. In a first of its kind, the Lifescape Project has recently launched a Rewilding Law Hub, which aims to provide legal resources for those wanting to rewild land. Elsie Blackshaw-Crosby is the managing lawyer for the Lifescape Project. I asked her what the Rewilding Law Hub is and why it's needed.
Yeah, so the Rewilding Law Hub is designed to be a source of practical information about the law that relates to rewilding or managing land in accordance with sort of rewilding principles. So far, it contains legal guidance notes for England and Wales, for Scotland, for Portugal and for Italy, and we're working on notes for Poland and Romania. We produced the notes in collaboration in the UK with Rewilding Britain and in in Europe with Rewilding Europe and their national landscape teams. And they cover topics such as reintroductions and how to protect wildland, liabilities that you may incur if you're managing land, and planning permissions, environmental impact assessments, and also working in protected areas.
What sort of people and projects is the hub set up to support?
It's really focused on sort of people who are on the ground managing land. So it's practical. It's not meant to be academic. The guidance notes that we've got in there at the moment, they talk about the issues and then they give practical examples of actually working it through, on the ground of what the law might actually mean.
So are you able to provide legal advice on rewilding for individuals, or is it more about providing case studies online for people and groups to read and to learn from?
Yeah, it's more of the latter. We're not regulated to give legal advice, but we can, in certain circumstances, perhaps sort of, direct people or point them in the right direction if they've got specific questions. But if you need legal advice, you should get that from a regulated solicitor.
But the sort of resources that you have would help to educate people so that they're able to ask the right questions when they do get referred.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also the thing is that rewilding or managing your land in this way is quite a new thing, and there's lots and lots of different areas of law that come into it. There's not an area of rewilding law, so it's kind of like bringing all of those threads together into one place to help people understand sort of what they may need to be thinking about if they're looking at rewilding their land.
So just help me out with one or two of those challenges. What are the key legal issues that people are likely to encounter in England and Wales and in Scotland?
I mean, there's a huge range of issues, but one of the issues that we have been looking at the moment, and in particular detail, is looking at how cattle and horses can be used as proxies for sort of extinct large herbivores on the land for nature restoration purposes. And at the moment, they are classified as livestock, which means that they have to comply with all of the regulations and sort of laws that are in place for intensive agriculture. And we think some of those may not be needed or appropriate. So we're working very closely with a number of projects to try and see if we can find derogations, potentially agree those with the government that would allow people to manage their land and use those animals for nature restoration in a way that doesn't require so much human interference.
Now, England and Wales, of course, has different law to Scotland, but is there also a difference in terms of the understanding and the commitment to rewilding?
Yeah, well, I don't know if there's necessarily a different understanding, but I think the Scottish government at the moment is potentially more willing to engage in these conversations.
That was Elsie Blackshaw-Crosby from the Lifescape Project. More about this and our other headline news on our website, 8.9.com. That's all for now. We're back soon. Thanks for watching.